Millions saw the apple fall. Newton was the only one who asked why. Well, welcome to Chi Chi Spots, guys. I'm Chi Chi. I am a certified life coach who created this YouTube channel in hopes of sharing truths with you guys. It is so lovely to have you beautiful souls here with me today. So I will be releasing content to challenge your old way of thinking, get rid of it because we don't need it, and to help you to dig deep, go within, because that's where the power is. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay, you guys, so check it. So, true story. I was talking to my bestie the other day, and we had a really good conversation. We were talking really about just movies. Who doesn't love movies? And one of the movies that we came up with was the new movie that's out, The Matrix Revolutions, right? So we were talking about that, and my bestie was like, he's like, yeah, I don't like those type of movies. So I was like, well, why don't you like those type of movies? And he was like, well, those type of movies, you know, I'm not into the whole sci-fi, futuristic, fantasy type thing. I was like, okay, but why are you not into the futuristic, fantasy, sci-fi type of movies? So that he was like, well, that's just what I like. And I was like, okay, but have you ever thought about why that's what you like? He was like, well, I don't like movies that's futuristic because it talks about the future, and I don't really want to know about the future. I don't want to know about my future, and I don't want to think about the future. So I don't really like those type of movies. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Now, that's the true why. And even then, we got to dig a little deeper to figure out why you like the future. So now I say that to say this, that made me think, how many people stop asking why? Do we know why we like certain movies? Do we know why we do the things we do? Do we know why the world is the way the world is? Great question, right? So why do we stop asking questions? When did we ever stop, and why do we stop asking why? At the beginning of this video, the quote that I mentioned talked about Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton pondered on why he just observed one day apples falling from the tree, right? Now, the story is they said that it fell on his head, but that is no evidence to prove that, so we're not even going to go there. The bottom line is he observed apples falling from the tree, and he wanted to ask the question, why are apples falling downward instead of sideways, or why are they even going upward? He asked that question. Now think about this. How many people around Isaac Newton probably saw the apple falling from the tree? I'm sure plenty of people, right? But how many people actually said, why is this apple falling from the tree? I wonder why. Or even spoke on it. Well, Isaac was one of those ones who questioned and asked the why. And it was just something simple. Pretty much what Isaac Newton discovered was that the same force that made the apples fall from the tree and hold us to the ground is the same force that keeps the planets and the moon in orbit. Wow. Now, if you think about this, it's just something simple as why did apples fall? But it led him to creating the law of gravity, which really has helped develop space travel. Is your mind blown yet? Because mine is. Okay, that was just simply from him asking why. So I would say asking why could be pretty important, huh? Don't you think? I think so. So then the next question would be, why don't we ask questions? Why don't we ask the why then? Why did we stop asking why? Well, Arthur Jim Phillips, he wrote a blog, and in his blog, he answered that very question. Him and his colleagues came up with 3 reasons on why we stop asking why. Reason 1, we don't know what to ask for. Let's just stop and think about this for a minute. Some of us at some point have the sense and feeling of things that we want to know, right? But we don't know how to put it in words. So could that be that we're so caught up in the day-to-day stuff that we just don't have time to stop and ask the right questions? Those life-changing questions that we need to resolve issues? Something to think about. Reason 2. We don't want to look foolish. or stupid by asking questions that we think people already know the answer to. Have you heard the expression, there's no such thing as a dumb question? Well, I personally believe that's true. What happens if you ask that question? And that allows for you to be enlightened and have the knowledge that you need to have. And think about it. Just because people know the answer and expect that you should know the answer doesn't mean that you do. True ignorance is when you don't ask the question that will provide you and all who listen the knowledge. So think about that. Reason 3. We are afraid of the answer. That hit hard. That hit true. That hit real, didn't it? I know. So there may be questions that we really need to ask ourselves. We may really need to ask the why. However, the answers that we receive may reveal more about us that we may can't handle. Or it may reveal to us something about us that we just never knew. So it could be scary. So when we accept and live our lives from our truth, then we will understand that what happens in our lives is something that is happening not to us, but for us. And trust me, it does take courage to learn the truth about yourself and take the leap and ask the question. But in the end, you will empower yourself. And as Jim Phillips says, being empowered, you empower others. So if that's not good enough reason to start asking the why, I don't know what is. I hope that this video has really helped you guys to start asking why. Why? Because guess what? It's never too late to find out the answers. And then you might be surprised what kind of answers you find out. You may really love it. George Cantor said to ask the right question is harder than to answer it. So yes, it can be tough, guys. But in the end, it is certainly worth it. So what I want you to do is take some time, take 5 minutes, or take a minute, take 10 minutes, whatever you feel you need to do. Think about something that you done today and ask the why. Why did you do that? Why did you do what you do? Why do you think the way you think? I want you to take some time and think deeper today. All right, guys, that's all I have. I so appreciate you guys. And again, I'm always here to keep it real with you, 100% with the cherry on top. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and join my family. Can't wait to have you guys over here with me. I will be sending content to you weekly, so look out for my content and subscribe and like. I appreciate you guys and take care. Talk to you later. Bye.